Unique Appleberry grew up in Rochester, New York, with dreams to become an artist. He knew he wanted to follow the passion of art when living in Brooklyn, New York for a while. Moving back and forth from Atlanta to New York, that's when he decided it was time to follow his art career.
Can you introduce yourself and let everyone know who you are out there?
Hey, it's your boy Unique Appleberry. I'm based out of Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm a tattoo artist. I do logo design, art, portraits, anything art related. I'm the one you just like try to see what ideas I have. And I try to make your ideas come alive.
Tattoo artist in Atlanta, Georgia, that is pretty big. How old are you?
I'm 26. I'll be 27 in January. Team Aquarius.
And where are you from? Where are you born and raised?
So I'm born and raised in Rochester, New York, but I've been going back and forth to Atlanta and New York, but Rochester is where I'm born from. But I stayed a little bit in Brooklyn, and that's when I decided, when I saw how they were infusing the art, that's when I decided to move to Atlanta and start my tattooing business. And just not just tattoos, just everything art related.
Okay, so you seen how big art was in Brooklyn, and that made you decide that you wanted to come down to Atlanta and to continue your dreams?
And tattooing and just spreading my word. My whole thing is I don't want to be forgotten. So when it comes down to tattooing, I'm permanently leaving my mark on people. So that's another good reason why I got into tattooing and just drawing in period. I just want to leave something behind.
Okay, so who taught you how to draw?
So I have a few people that actually took the time to really break down some stuff. My uncle, who actually went to the college I wanted to attend, Saquon Appleberry. He's done a few things for the Eastman House properties in Rochester, New York. He did a very huge piece there, and he also went to school for graphic design at FIT. So he took the time to maneuver me with drawing people's faces, but a lot of it came from YouTube as well.
Okay, so what are some of the challenges you face while tattooing?
Just learning there's different types of skins, and how I do a tattoo on this person is going to be completely different how I do on the other. Older people have thinner skin, so the needle goes in a lot quicker. Younger people is a little bit not tougher, but you know the skin is just different. It just takes time for the ink to really sit in that second layer of the skin and stay in there.
What are some of the barriers you overcame while tattooing?
I would have to say learning how people's skins react to things. And people always say, hey, I want this, but I always give suggestions. I don't tell people what to get. I give them suggestions, be like, hey, I think you should do this, because I don't want people to be like, oh, wow, this reacted like this red didn't come out like that. So I just let them know what's going on. So just facing the different types of skin and how they react to stuff.
Being in the tattooing industry, how hard is it to build your clientele?
For me, it really hasn't been that hard. Wherever I go, whoever I speak to, tattooing is like the first thing I put up in the air. I let them know, like, hey, I do art, I do tattooings. This is me. This is what I want to do. So, you know, when I get the conversation going, people are like, hey, you could do me. I'm ready. Because, you know, everybody wants a tattoo nowadays.
Do you run into problems where people don't want to honor your pricing?
No, not really, no, because people understand like what I'm giving is a service. So when it comes to me, my process of giving a quote for a tattoo, I I explain what's going on each little bit and scenario. So I've been smooth with that department.
Okay, so have you ran into problems where people didn't like their tattoos?
It's not that they didn't like it, they didn't like how their skin reacted to it. So people with melanin, when they get a red tattoo, when they want something big and red, it usually does not come out how they think, like red on the American flag. sometimes it dulls a little bit out after it heals a little bit. It doesn't always come out as potent as someone who's not melanated.
How big is the market in tattooing in Atlanta?
Very huge. Everybody tattoos. Everybody believes if you can draw, you can tattoo. But drawing is completely different on human skin or putting something on somebody permanently. Where paper, you can just erase. So it's different, but it's huge. There's a lot of competition here. It's a lot.
Well, Unique Appleberry, I thank you for getting a little in depth about your tattooing industry, and I look forward to seeing more of your work. And thank you. You have a good day.
You too. You know, Unique coming out with big things this year. I want to tattoo the whole world. That's the idea. That's the goal. That's what I'm aiming for. Not being left behind. So make sure you go check out Unique's images on Instagram, TikTok. My personal is Unique X Appleberry. So you need anything, just let me know.